Have you ever considered what happens behind the screen when you engage with pornography? Let's delve into the unseen consequences that lurk in the shadows of this seemingly harmless activity. The human brain, a marvel of nature, can be easily fooled and manipulated. When exposed to pornography, it can begin to blur the lines between reality and fantasy, causing a distortion in the perception of sex and relationships. This distortion can lead to unrealistic expectations, fostering dissatisfaction and conflicts in real-life relationships. But the damage doesn't stop there. The brain, much like a sponge, absorbs what it's exposed to, and pornography, with its addictive nature, can seep into the brain's reward system, creating a cycle of craving and temporary fulfillment. This cycle can escalate, leading to a full-blown addiction, which in turn can have profound effects on mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and social isolation. The brain, when exposed to pornography, can become a battleground of addiction and distorted realities. But these unseen consequences are not just limited to our brains, they extend to our society too. In fact, our relationships bear the brunt of these ramifications. Research has shown that excessive consumption of pornography can lead to dissatisfaction in relationships, increased infidelity rates, and even breakups. Moreover, it's not just the intimate relationships that are affected. Studies indicate a worrisome association between habitual pornography consumption and societal issues such as sexual violence. Some researchers have uncovered a correlation between high pornography use and increased aggressive behavior. This correlation is not to be taken lightly. It's a stark reminder of how these moving pictures on a screen can shape our actions and attitudes towards others in the real world. So when we talk about the impact of pornography, we're not just talking about individual consequences. We're discussing the ripple effects that extend far beyond the individual, touching the very fabric of our society. These numbers are not just figures, they are a reflection of the damage being done to our society. But what about the next generation? What are we teaching them? We are stepping into a territory where our young minds are being exposed to adult content at an alarming rate. The accessibility of pornography on the internet is like a ticking time bomb, ready to explode with detrimental effects. Imagine a child whose perception of the world is still being shaped, stumbling upon explicit content. This early exposure can warp their understanding of intimacy, leading to a distorted view of sex and relationships. They are learning to associate sexual gratification with objectification, rather than love, respect, and consent. Moreover, the addictive nature of pornography can trap these young minds in a vicious cycle of dependency. This addiction can interfere with their daily lives, academics, and social interactions. It can lead to feelings of isolation and guilt, further exacerbating the issue. The youth, our future, are at risk of being molded by a distorted view of sex and relationships. And what about the personal toll it takes on individuals? A question that's often overlooked, but is of immense importance. Let's delve into the unseen impacts of pornography on self-esteem and body image. Consuming pornography can create an unhealthy comparison game where individuals measure their worth based on the unrealistic standards portrayed. This can lead to a detrimental hit to one's self-esteem, fostering feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. Furthermore, pornography often presents a distorted image of what a body should look like, contributing to body dissatisfaction and unhealthy body image. It's a catalyst for unrealistic expectations, painting a picture that's far from the diverse reality of human bodies and intimate experiences, and it doesn't end there. These unrealistic expectations and dissatisfaction can seep into personal relationships, creating a chasm of disconnect. The ripple effects of this personal toll can be far-reaching, impacting mental health and overall well-being. The personal cost of consuming pornography can be a steep price to pay. So what have we learned today? We've dissected the unseen consequences of pornography, revealing its insidious effects on the brain. It's not just a matter of morality or personal preference. It's about the neurological rewiring that takes place, often leading to addiction and distorted perceptions of intimacy. We've also peeled back the curtain on the hidden figures, shedding light on the societal implications. The industry's growth and impact reach far beyond individual screens, shaping our collective understanding of relationships, consent, and sexual health. Our attention then shifted to the next generation, the youth. They are the most vulnerable, often exposed and influenced before they fully comprehend the ramifications. And let's not forget the personal toll. We've explored how this industry can erode self-esteem, breeding insecurities and unrealistic expectations. It's high time we consider the real price of pornography beyond what meets the eyes. Let's confront the issue head-on, fostering open dialogue and supporting those affected.